This is a cutting of Jacques Cartier that I took last year and popped it in the ground this year, and I'm quite happy with this. This is its second go, so second flush for a cutting, which I think is pretty good going, really, to say. So round of applause for Jacques Cartier. What do you think? Second flush on Strawberry Hill. Looking very good. Very happy with Strawberry Hill. Got to go in for a sniff. Oh, lovely. You really do get that sort of licorice aniseedy hit. It's beautiful, especially on the ones that are just opened. They seem to be so much stronger, obviously. Yeah, really nice, but so sweet because of the sort of honey sweetness that's in there as well. Licorice, it's wonderful. I'm into this myrrh. There's honey in this. It's a really sweet, softer. You know, it's sort of it's not harsh. It's a really delicate, soft, quite sweet. But anyway, I think that's what myrrh must be, because I've only ever smelt it, this licorice, in a rose that has myrrh as a, as a description. Look, Strawberry Hill, second flush, happy days, smelling gorgeous. Another sniff, I think. Yeah, it really is lovely. It really is. Absolutely lovely. And I love the different tones. You see these that are very strawberry ice cream coloured, and then they fade to this much paler pink. But they are lovely. And it has a beautiful fragrance. And of course that smells beautiful as well. The honeysuckle at the moment is blending very nicely with Strawberry Hill. I'm quite chuffed with that. And also this, which is Polish Spirit, which I planted only a few months ago, and it's full of buds, with lots of buds on Polish Spirit. We're up here somewhere, I think. Yeah, we're up here now, so that's good. Polish Spirit was a replacement for Tetra Rose, which I've moved. Having thought about it, a Montana in with a rose is probably not the best idea in the world, especially Tetra Rose, because I think it's quite a vigorous grower, and it might just end up swallowing Strawberry Hill. And I think even though this is quite a vigorous grower, it can be cut back, whereas Montanas are not that easy, with them being a group 1. So anyway, I swapped that out, so it's taking its place, but I think it looks nice there. And this is Crazy in Love, and it's full of bud, and this is its second flush, and it's doing really well, so I'm very happy. And we have new canes and new growth, and I'm very, very happy with this. And we can't do anything about the black spot this year in the UK. We have just had torrential rain for, well, feels like for months on end, but we have. And of course it does this. This is hanging in there pretty good, I would have said, to say the amount of rain we've had. Some things are just a write-off, but this is, and this holds its buds for a long time as well. They've been like this for well over 10 days, maybe 2 weeks. So I'm very happy with that. And of course I'm very happy with you. You little beauty, you. Full of buds, more buds to come on there. Buds up there, look. I don't know if you can see against the sky, maybe not, but anyway, there's buds up there, and there's buds up there. There's buds everywhere. So I'm excited to see the second flush of Strawberry Hill. And this is only her second year here, so doing great. Doing really great. Chuffed with that. Things are starting their second flush, and Guerlain de Faligonde is still on her first. She keeps her blooms on for a long time. I don't know, I'll have to check back on the video when she first came into bloom this year. But she's still doing it. She's still kicking them out, look. And there's more buds there. And there. So we haven't had the second flush of Guerlain. And the first one hasn't finished yet. And other things are already starting on their second. So she had a very long flowering time this year. The phlox that we moved last year from the front, the ones that were sort of creating a wall in front of the dining room and the lounge windows, that we've popped them here and all over the place really. We've just moved them to better positions, but I think they look quite pretty there. I might have to thin them out, but they're ever so pretty, and they do smell lovely. As you walk down here to come this way, you can get a real good noseful. And it's so powerful, the scent. It is really bonny to come down here and then round to Guerlain and this new bit that we're just developing now. But very pretty, the phlox here. You do get a lovely perfume from it as you walk down this little path. They are really lovely. They because they're at eye level, you do get a really good perfume from them as you walk by. And you don't need to stick your nose in these because it does project really well. Pretty, aren't they? Very nice. And these are Astrantias. They're very pretty, aren't they? The no dig bed's still looking quite colourful. Antirrhinums, and still colour in here. The antirrhinums are still going. The sweet peas, they've not finished yet, which I'm surprised with. I was thinking I'd be ripping those out by now because the ones at the front are over, and I've pulled most of the ones that were on the obelisk at the front out because I've got a blush noisette that's wanting that space, so I sort of pulled them out. They were pretty much done. But there is still quite a bit of colour in this bed. Salvias. And this rose here is, who is this? Margaret Merrill, I think. Yes, Margaret Merrill. And she's about to have her second flush. And the asters are looking pretty. They're lovely bright white. I like the asters. They're dainty, but they give a really nice pop of colour. Very happy with them. Of course, more antirrhinums. More alyssum, of course. Mountain phlox. They've done well this year. And this, of course, is Masterpiece. More asters in there. More mountain phlox there. More asters. And this is Rural England, just coming there. More zinnia there. Second Sergei. He's looking majestic. Look at the new colour on second Sergei. He's wonderful. He's absolutely gorgeous. He's beautiful. What a stunner he is. Beautiful. More beautifully scented phlox here. Anemones there. Some cornflowers over there. More asters here. And there's a masterpiece hiding in there, look. And here we have Ballerina on her second flush. Buds, lots of buds on Ballerina, and look at this. Woo! That's a big one. But Ballerina's just starting again now. And this here, this is a potentilla called Pink Beauty. It's beautiful. Some dahlias that I kept over in the winter. Pretty. They're just coming. Of course, the begonias that I kept over. Bit controversial, that. Putting all your plants from your greenhouse in your sunroom, but I did. And I'd do it again. Anyway, here they are, look, in all their splendour. They didn't die. Some anemones that I did earlier in the year. Just coming now. And Daphne. Eternal fragrance. Having another smattering of flowers. Beautifully scented. Pink flowers. Lots not to love. I'm thinking Daphne is going to move next year, probably, and come out of here. She's been in this pot since I got her. So she's been in this pot maybe 3 years, 4 years. Anyway, I think it's time for her to come out and either go into a larger pot or go into the ground. And then I can use this pot for something else. Some honeysuckle here. Flocks of sheep. They're still going. There's a big pot of them at the front of the house, and anybody that comes to the door, they always remark on them. And they look lovely, don't they, in with the lobelia. I'm quite taken with those as well this year. I've never done mountain phlox or flocks of sheep before, so I think that's been pretty good. And this is a Lavatera called Burgundy Wine, which is a gorgeous colour, absolutely lovely. But I don't think it's going to stay in this container. I think it's coming out next year and going in the ground. But it's doing really well in there. I think it likes the full sun that it gets here. This coleus is going for it. There's two in there. You wouldn't know it though, would you? Because I think this one is getting swamped by this one. Could do with digging that out really and potting that into a pot of its own. But it may be a bit late in the season now to do that. But aren't they stunning? I'll try to keep those over winter if I can, because they're so good. This is coming out, this grass. I think it's invasive and it's going to spread too much. So that's going to get dug up and either go into a pot or in the compost, because I think it's going to spread too far and wide for what I've got planned for here. And I've got a lovely Obsessed here, which is really nice. It's Nandina, but it's stunning, and it can't really be seen for that thug of a grass, which was only tiny when I popped it in, but now it's sort of up to the height of the lamppost, and it's just too big for its boots. So it's coming out, I think. The Acer's turning already. We're in August and the Acer looks quite bronzy. Interesting year we've had, weather-wise. Things are behaving a bit differently. The viburnum that we limbed up has forgiven us. It's flowering anyway, so so there was no hard feelings there, I don't think. This is Sweet Honey. These are some asters that I put in earlier on from seed this year. They're beautiful. I've popped them in all over the garden and they're absolutely gorgeous. Bright white pop, but the rain's doing them in at the moment. We've had a lot of rain, but we've got a little bit of sun at the moment. But Sweet Honey's been amazing. It's the strongest rose in my garden. I absolutely love it. Look at the buds on that. It's absolutely crammed. There must be 50 buds on there, and maybe another 20 or 30 there. And you know, it's just absolutely full. This is its second flush, but it's beautiful, and it does have a lovely perfume. It's not a really, really strong perfume, but it is I'd say a light to medium. It's really sweet. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's really good and incredibly strong. Look at the growth in a matter of months. It's quite incredible, really. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And it's such a pretty rose as well. They'll last for ages. When the buds come out, they don't fade quickly. They're on here for a few weeks. They really are good. And there's lots and lots of buds still to come, so I'm absolutely delighted with this rose. I think it's wonderful. This is a clematis called Rhapsody, but it's much bluer than most of the bluey purpley ones are. It's stunning. I thought I'd lost this because earlier on in the year it was literally down to the ground. There was nothing there. I know we had a -11 last year, so that might be the difference. It was a bit brutal, but it's it survived, and it's flowering, and I'm absolutely chuffed to bits with the colour of it. I bought it for the colour because I thought the colour was quite unique, and it's not let me down. And I think if Ghislaine was out, which give her another week, Ghislaine's on her starting of her second flush. This is at the front of the house, this. Ghislaine at the back is a lot bigger because this is from a cutting. But I think when the combination of the peachy, creamy colours of Ghislaine and this beautiful sort of indigo, violety blue, I think it's going to be quite stunning. And this is the Prince Charles, which it's not, obviously, because Prince Charles is blue, but it's a purple one, and it's quite prolific. So I'm not sure who it is, but it's flowered quite a lot. So I only popped it in the ground a few months ago. You will see that we now have three where we had two. So my little elastic ties are home to a threesome of ladybirds now. The ladybirds are everywhere, which is wonderful. I love that. But I never thought that they'd be living in one of my elastic ties. But they are. How good is that? Fantastic. The corn's been good this year. We've had quite a lot of corn from this, and I need to come and get some more as well. It's done really well. They're huge, these corns. Absolutely massive. Look at him. They're really good this year, really good. And I don't know if that's the rain that's done that, but we've had a lot of corn. There's more white asters here. They're a nice little pop of bright white in the garden, lovely. And this is Harry Edland, which smells amazing. This one's going over now, but the perfume from Harry Edland, oh, it's only been in the ground a couple of months, not had it long. There's a bud there, but I'm really happy with that. I'm really happy with the perfume from that. It smells wonderful, and I love the sort of lilac-y colour that it offers. So I've got it in here with some anemones. I need to come and deadhead that, it's gone over. But I thought that was a nice combination with some cosmos and then some phlox in the background. I thought Harry Edland looked quite happy there. But these are pretty, aren't they? Very bonny. I do like the purples and the lilacs with the pinks. They're pretty. They look nice. I like the way the cosmos just kind of sways in the breeze. It's lovely. A bit of phlox at the back there. But I'm hoping Harry Edland is going to be happy living here, but I think this one is over with now. But oh, the scent. Oh, gorgeous perfume on Harry Edland. Gorgeous. And this, of course, is Cuttings Corner. It's expanded a bit. It's up behind this clematis. Got another rack of cuttings and things that have just been squirreled out of the way there. Ballerina has decided she wants to throw up a huge cane. Look at this. Yes, this is Ballerina up in the viburnum here, look. This is the rest of ballerina down here, look. Behaving. And then we have this one that's gone rogue. All the way up to here. What the flipping heck? So, not sure what I'm going to do with that just yet. And this is Rural England Climber from Peter Beals, having a go again. Beautiful, full of buds and flowers, so I'm pleased about that. Maybe next year I won't need to have an obelisk full of sweet peas. And England's rose is flowering. I love the perfume of England's rose. Lots of buds still to come. It's very pretty, the rose, and it really has a gorgeous perfume. Absolutely gorgeous perfume. Really lovely. And absolutely full of bud, so that's good. England's rose. And that's a choicea. It's a white dazzler. More anemones. They've been really good this year. Sort of did them in batches. Last year in December I think I started, and so I had anemones from sort of February time, and then I did another batch in the late spring so that I'd have them in the summer as well, and it's worked out really well. I'll do that again. This is starting again. This is pink iceberg, full of buds, looking pretty good, I have to say. And another ladybird there. They're everywhere. My garden at the moment seems to be full of ladybirds. I'm not complaining. I'm a no spray, no nasties garden, so there's nothing to hurt them. So the bees and the butterflies and the butterfly just nearly took my eye out then. Oh, it's come back. Hello. The bees, the butterflies and the ladybirds are very safe in my garden. There's nothing to hurt you, is there? We don't spray any nasty stuff. No. Bees buzzing, butterflies. This is a nice clematis. This is H.F. Young. Beautiful. Very nice. Doing quite well this year, the clematis. I think it's all the rain. You know, clematis like to be quite wet, don't they? Oh, we have a helicopter. I thought it was Top Gun coming, but it's not. It's a helicopter. One of those big double propellered ones. That's why it was so loud. I thought it was Top Gun coming. Oh, that'd have been nifty, wouldn't it? Me being able to be out here doing a little garden vid and Top Gun comes by. Oh, you would have had a treat. But it wasn't. It's just one of those great big twin propellered helicopter thingies. Military things that come by now and again. But maybe one day when I'm out here doing a video, Top Gun may come by, and if I'm fast enough I might be able to get him for you. But I do love Top Gun. When he comes by I jump up and down like a crazy thing, waving my arms, and sometimes he does a little dip your wing thing. waving at him when he goes by. Sometimes there's two of them and I get a double wing dip. But I'm sure they know that I'm the crazy lady that leaps up and down and shouts at them, because I love it when I see them, because they sort of come from that direction. If you're in the garden, you can kind of get a really good view of them, and so they see me leaping up and down like a crazy thing, screaming and shouting at them. So by the time they get to here, they sort of do a little dip if they can and then off they go over there. But you get quite a good view if you're out in the garden, because you hear them coming, and I do love it. I am a bit crazy for Top Gun. Anyway, that wasn't Top Gun. It was looked like a military helicopter or something. There we have it. More phlox here. More beautiful phlox. More cosmos. Need to redo this bed next year, or maybe this year. Just dig it all over and start again with this bed. The Kochianas have been pretty good. I've got them all over there at the front and in tubs and stuff, and they've been brilliant. And I just had some spare ones, and I just popped them in here, but they're going for it, aren't they? Quite big. Well, I've been weeding today. I'm always weeding. Emily Bronte going for a second flush. Lots of birds. Looking pretty good. Oh, gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. The honeysuckle's looking lovely this year. I don't know if it is all the rain, if that's made the difference or not, but the honeysuckles are really looking good this year. And the smell, oh, it's wonderful. Absolutely gorgeous. We cut the hedge at the side of the greenhouse at the weekend, and we actually tried to leave some of the honeysuckle that's growing through that hedge, because it just smells so amazing and looks so wonderful. And I think we managed to do it actually. I don't think we lost any of it, and it really is lovely. Let's come and have a look at the honeysuckle growing in the hedge at the side of the greenhouse. And when you're in the greenhouse, you get a really, really good view of it. Anyway, I managed to cut that hedge and not really damage the honeysuckle, so that's a win. Got a blackbird here come to see me. Hello, Mr. Blackbird. Are you okay? You all right there? Are you off? Put a trellis up here for a clematis. And I've put a honeysuckle in here. Let's come up there. These are doing good. These are the cuttings of iceberg that I put in the spring. Look at them. They've really grown, haven't they? They're doing great. So I'm really pleased with them. The tiniest eucalyptus you ever did see. But it's not dead. It's not dead. Sweet peas are falling over now. As we cut the hedge, they're struggling to hold themselves up now. But they're right up at the top of the hedge, look. And the Messias, they're very bright, aren't they? I ended up with carnival, but I think I ordered poetry, which are pastel colours, and I ended up with yellows and oranges and reds. But anyway, they're okay.